Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in EU4. This is the Schizophrenic Sovereignty campaign, and yeah, this is a second recording session now for this nation. I had a couple of days, actually just one day, in between last one and this one, and I did get to read more about the lying interface. Apparently this is all a lie. Declaring war on Portuguese Brazil. They are a subject, they're allied with Castile, they are a subject of Portugal, which will protect them. First off, the Portuguese Brazil is not allied to Castile, so that is maybe a hint that this is not quite accurate. But apparently, I'm hoping this is true. That this is just, it's just not true. So we're gonna go ahead and before we end up moving to a new nation, we're gonna make sure to get this guy working on offense a bit, and we're gonna declare an offensive war and find out right now if the game lies or not. So, let's go ahead and see if we get the siege pip leader. We do not have one. We don't want to use our current leader because he would cost stability if we were to die. We don't need to be at full maintenance because I don't even believe there's an enemy army. There is not. So let's go to like, I don't know, like 30%, somewhere around there. And I think definitely blockading is way more important. Let's see, blockade speed required is what? Yeah, it's showing 100%, but it's not actually blockading. I hate it when it does that. So because they were like trying to leave to another area, I like send them in and then back out, and then now the tooltip will update. 13 sail speed is all we need. Okay, so we can keep a couple ships protecting trade. Protect trade in Brazil. And yeah, and so apparently colonial wars, if your capital is in the New World, you can declare on a colonial nation, and even though the interface lies out the bum, yeah. Also, I want to make sure that we start a colony in Santa Fe, so that if any of these three guys here migrate adjacent to Santa Fe, our soon-to-be AI ruler will hopefully be able to attack and start to go west. I think I noticed that at the end of the first episode with this nation, there was actually a possibility. So we're going to start colonizing in Rio de Plata, and also hopefully Minas Gerais will finish before we're done. We only have until, I think, April 1st, as of right this moment. And if possible, we might end up seizing this one with military points instead of spending, well, first off, never mind, that won't work. That guy is not currently in the war. Well, hopefully that colony will finish then before this peace deal goes out, because that way we can get a little bit of extra land. I do want to make sure that Portuguese Brazil continues to exist, though, if possible, after this war, so that the AI of Portugal will want to continue colonizing in this region rather than moving to like the Caribbean. So yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to become Protestant is that the next institution is coming up in about 21 years. And because we are Protestant, we can actually spawn it. So there's a chance we can really screw this world up by spawning the printing press in Brazil. And also, someone wanted to know, can we form the nation of Brazil? I believe maybe. It doesn't show up in this list right now, so maybe not. I don't know. We have an option to form Spain. Yeah, I guess not. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see. Do we have any room for ideas? We could take another merchant right now. Between episodes, I did do, I think it was one click of Diplo development in the gold mine, because we had devastation from the pretenders. Also, we did lose 3 stability to make that monarch upgrade, but I think that overall we're going to get a lot more monarch points than that was going to cost us. So I still feel like that was an okay decision. It would have been better if we could have, instead of getting broken by rebels, just had them successfully enforce demands. That doesn't actually cost you your stability, but we only have 3 provinces. It'd be really, really hard to actually keep that from happening. So, the next question is, do we want to try to get to Diplotech 9? Or do we want to just start knocking out ideas? And I think probably ideas makes the most sense at the moment. Like, yeah, study technology would be nice. Could save us 5% per technology level. Gets us access to bigger ships, but the ships don't matter for the war that we're in right now. And the sooner we get to faster colonists and land of opportunity, the sooner we can actually see this guy start to really go nuts. So let's just go ahead and take some ideas. We can now recruit conquistadors. We now have an extra merchant. This merchant will go, looks like down here to this place that has absolutely no trade value at all. It's because it's the only place that he can actually go. Oh, actually, not. That's not true. We can go to, we could go to the Ivory. Nope, never mind. It's out of range. Nope. Yep, that's the only one we can actually reach. So even though there's no trade value there at all, we'll send the merchant, and it'll be fine. Eventually, there'll be somebody there, right? In theory. Alright, so Minas Geraes. Very, very small actual seller chance. England cedes. Calais, Aquitaine, Alençon, Coquin, and Conquistadors. Lost almost every province to France. And I was wrong, actually. I was looking at the institution spread, thinking that maybe England wouldn't get colonialism. But even if they are hostile to each other, it'll still be a port neighboring province with colonialism. Well, actually, I don't know. Port neighboring province, that might actually require physical adjacency, not actually spread across the Straits of Dover. I don't know. I've seen situations where institutions get stuck on that island, so maybe it'll be a thing. Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. Shame that we don't have an actual siege pip guy. So, yeah, I think ideal peace deal, if we could get it right now, would just be to take 2 of the provinces and leave Portuguese Brazil intact. Nice, already gained some pop in the new colony. Oh, by the way, the reason why I did the Diplo development in the capital was so that we had enough income to support the second colony. So that's why that happened. We do have no adjacent controlled, so we're getting a slight penalty, 5 settlers per year. Nice wall breach. And yes, I did miss the death of Huila. Huila is now gone. We don't need to worry about that guy anymore. Although there is going to be a slight amount of boosted development over there. Check it out. 19 development. Huánuco. And Cusco is pretty high development as well. 21 in the gold mine. It's pretty sick. So our siege has been going on for 89 days. And we just got a water shortage. +3 siege status. Not too bad. Just force those Portuguese boats out. Looks like his exploring... Oh yeah, nice. He's got to pay for his heavies now because they can't be mothballed out there. Haha, sorry Poland. Or Portugal, whatever your name is. Right, so if we leave Portuguese Brazil as a tag intact, as a subject, and we keep Portugal colonizing in this Brazilian region, then basically we get all of the Portuguese colonial power. Portugal themselves, they've got nearly both idea groups complete, and Portugal does have pretty good settlers, and they've got, I think, missions and stuff that give them bonuses, so it could be a better idea just to keep the nation intact, keep them colonizing here, and then have our soon-to-be former country... Khorasan. Did a thing, okay. Just have them continuing to colonize here so that they can keep on stealing the land. Now, I'm concerned that the AI is going to be maybe as... I don't know, are they less aggressive at attacking people too because they don't know for sure that the allies won't come in, or do they know for sure that they will? Do we want to defend the Knights of the Nobility? Or lose stab? I guess we'll just say yes to that. Last thing we could do is give them a little gift of military power before we lose control of the country. If our colony could finish... What are we at? 921? We almost get to wrap this up. We have until April 1st. So we have like one more tick. 42% chance we can peace out. I guess we could, if we really wanted to go nuts, we could change over to the... No, we don't need that thing. Hey, we actually got it. Cool. Nice. So we can actually do the peace deal 100%. We can only take the things we have claims on because of things, and that's fine. I want to leave the nation intact anyway, again, just to keep Portugal colonizing here. I think this is fine. Let's make sure that he gets the peace deal. We can also get a humiliate on him, and we can force his religion. And we can take war reps. We want to do all those things? Do we need to? Total war score cost for forced religion is very cheap. Yeah, I think we do. A longer truce isn't really going to harm him because it just gives him time to make more colonies. And when the truce comes up, he'll have a good conquest. So sure, we'll do that. We'll take those things. We're in our final month now playing as this guy. Got a nice little bit of power projection there. We have fulfilled a mission. We've expanded Tupinamba. Gained some base production in our gold mine. Base tax, base manpower, and we get local development cost modifier there as well. I don't see any reason to wait on that. And, okay, so we will need to convert. We have one province here that we can assign to the nobles right now, which will give them enough influence that we can interact with them. Let's go ahead and grant generalship, get them... Shoot, can't get them to 75 easily. With the 10-year interaction, and then just demand 100 points is fine, I think. Okay, and then what else can we do before we go? Get that going. Still have this personal union potential on Monarch Death. We've got a province we can convert. We still have our bonus to conversion speed, so we should get that started right away. And the cores are going to happen. That's fine. It's Portuguese primary culture, so we'll core very, very quickly. I think it's going to be, what? In 31? Yeah, it's like 16, 17 months, something like that. Okay, I don't think there's really anything else that we need to do, except for getting these guys protecting trade again. And I'd like to get Santa Fe started, if there's any chance. But I think that we're done playing as this country. Okay, so we gave him good ideas. We put him in a position where he's probably going to be okay. Whoa, whoa, I didn't notice this, but Ming is going crazy with celestial reforms. He's already got 4 of them knocked out. Honestly, I've never played as Ming. I don't even know what happens if he gets them all. I've literally, aside from the Ming time that we played earlier, what happens when he gets the final celestial reform? Where does it even say? You can establish tributaries, he gets these things. Previous emperors. He gets his extra administrative skill. Is that all that he gets? He just gets these effects? Or is there also going to be like a, you know, revoke the privilegia type thing? That would be insane. I don't think that there is, but maybe. Whatever. All right, let's random a new nation. See what we got. We are now going to get to play as Armenier. Okay. Portuguese Brazil is no longer a valid rival. This one looks good. Is there anything else I want to do? No, I'm just going to move on. Okay. Pause, pause, pause. Okay, so we are now a 2-province minor. We have 8 troops. We are independent, allied with Milan. Let's see, there was one other thing that I wanted to consider looking at before playing the new nation. It was what? Oh, I wanted to see how Chagatai was doing. I wanted to see if they are surviving their situation. So the Chagatai Khanate tribes are still occupying land. Chagatai is peaced out. Looks like he was not smart enough to keep the war going and just stall until all of his rebels were dealt with by Ming. But, you know, worst case scenario, he's an overlord. He can just let the tribes raise autonomy for a bit. Got the 332 in charge. He still has his subjects, right? He's got Kazakh at... Yeah, check out that Liberty Desire, nice and low. Seemed okay. I still would prefer to make one of them into a march, I think. We'll keep checking on him a little bit more frequently than other nations. Alright, let's see what Armenia is up to. So we are in South France. France is big and scary. Gascony is independent and allied to France, so they're getting all chummy. They are our rival, apparently. Who else are we rival to? No one else. And they are our only valid rival. we can't attack them because of France. We have only one alliance, it looks like, with Milan, which is pretty bad. Does anyone want to be our ally? One person would accept an alliance offer. Utrecht. Okay, and then the closest after that would be Lorraine, Cologne, Trier, Baden, Florence, Salzburg. How about, like, someone that hates France? Like, I don't know. Maybe Castile? You want to be my friend? Army strength is quite weak, neutral attitude. Let's go ahead and say that we want to be... I mean, we should automatically be threatened. Can't say that we're threatened. Can't say those things. Alright, well, let's improve relations with Castile, and let's improve relations with whoever else could potentially be a good ally. England, maybe. France is, for some reason, rivaled by Muscovy. We're about to lose that missionary, or sorry, that extra diplomat. We have 100 spy strike with this guy, of course. And for some reason, we're sitting with a free merchant. Makes sense. Can't reach any of the much more distant points. I think that I left TI on. Before playing as this country, and it's not really a big deal to just be able to see the whole world, because we're playing all over the world, so I'll turn it off and on here and there, whatever. Where can we actually send that merchant that makes sense? Maybe that's why he didn't appoint him anywhere. Well, I guess if I had to choose, I would want to send trade this way so that we can at least get a transfer trade bonus in Gascony. Alright, so we have a very nice ruler, Bernard the Ninth de Blois. De Blois. He's a scholar, 633. Air is pretty average, 333. Right in the middle, not too bad. We're making a ducat a month. Army maintenance is slightly up because we even have a truce? No. Looks like we have no truces with anybody. So Gascony could attack us at any moment. And I think they could easily beat us. England has a mothballed fort adjacent to us. And no allies. Interesting. See, like, that would be a war we could win. Right, so we're going to lose one of those diplomats because we're no longer the AI. Embrace the Counter-Reformation. Papal State likes us. Extra missionaries. I'm assuming we're Catholic. We are. Do we want to be Catholic? Probably. Looks like this Anglican faith is going to disappear pretty quick. Lots of Reformed Center of Reformation action happening over there. Alright, active uniformity. Is that something we want to do? I don't think we need to worry about it just yet. Don't need to look at tag switch options. Don't really want to embrace the Counter-Reformation just yet. And what kind of ideas do we have so far? We got defensive, religious. What's with religious ideas? I don't like religious ideas. Full defensive. Now that's not bad. That's pretty decent. French ducal traditions. Fort maintenance, cavalry cost. We got domestic trade power bonus. Prestige decay. A little bit of infantry combat ability. That's nice. Yeah, we are like a religious bastion is what we are. We're trying to copy our former overlord of France with a little bit of morale of armies. Well, we're already 3 ideas in to religious idea group. I don't think we want to cancel that. What kind of pretenders are these? Nobles. Okay. England's just declared an offensive war against Scotland. Damn! I was hoping I could catch that mothballed fort. But he won't unmothball it. Or he won't mothball it again until he's at peace. Oh well, it'll give us a chance to fabricate a claim on him, I guess. Ottomans cede land to Hungary. What? Ottomans lost a war to Hungary? Sick. Sick. Hungary, who'd you call in? Looks like the Emperor is very strong. I think that the Emperor just beat the Ottomans, or, yeah, it could be this. Ottomans are fighting Tunis. Now that is unusual. Tunis usually likes to become friendly with him. Looming disaster should just be the tag switch alert. That's fine. Could take Diplotek. Let's wait till next year. We could build buildings. Marketplace. But we only have two whole provinces. 16 development and 13 development. If we've got a workshop and a temple in both. So none of these other buildings I think are going to make any sense at all. Maybe the regimental camp just to get our force summit up. No problem that you can't develop your way out of, right? Still, regimental camp for the extra rough, just raw 1 force limit. It's really expensive, but maybe. Maybe we do it. I'm not sure yet. Why do we actually still have 3 diplomats? I feel like the game should have taken one of them away from me. Oh, our government rank is actually slightly high. Weird. We're kingdom rank 2 province minor. That's unusual. We should be a duchy. But the kingdom rank's giving us the extra diplomat. I assumed it was the AI. AI passive diplomat bonus. Okay, cool. Well, let's improve relations with Austria then as well. I think we're too far invested in religious to get rid of that. Alsace declared, or Austria declared war on Alsace, cleansing the heresy. Pulled in Cologne. So he's just going to force back that. What he needs to do is attack Aachen. Get rid of the center of Reformation there. Okay, well, aside from a quick little war with England, and I really do think we can beat England, by the way. Like, England, here's all, the only thing we need to consider is that England would be landing their... They would land 15 troops. We need to be able to counteract 15 troops landing with a hostile, like, bad landing penalty, amphibious landing in Laborde, but we're the defender. If we get the fort, if he mothballs it at the end of his Scottish War, which, by the way, who's he fighting? Just Scotland? Friesland and Scotland. So he'll be able to peace out Friesland with blockades, and then he'll just knock out Scotland because Scotland probably lost all of their forts. Yeah, he's just got a capital fort that's already falling. Yeah, I think there's an opportunity to attack England, and that's about it, really. Castile's got Aragon as a subject. We can't attack Gascony because France will defend them. We can't attack France. So really our only options are somehow convince Castile to be our buddy, and then get Castile to kill France, or somehow get Austria to be our buddy, and then convince Austria to attack France. Like, that's about it, really. So you know what? I think I am going to do it. I think we've got to build a regimental camp in order to raise our force limit so that we can train more troops. And we're probably going to have to develop a little bit so that we can get our force limit up as well. Nice, we actually have prosperity. That'll help out. If we can get this, that would help out tremendously as well. I have no idea what we started with, so I don't know how much we actually still need to do, but... Alright, cool. I'm going to take a short break here while I look around the map and see if there's any other opportunities for expansion or anything, what we can do. And we will continue to play as Armenier. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode. See you soon.